Joining me now, the brand new BEW Tag Team Champions, the Bay City Choir Boys. Huge victory last night. You walked away with the tag team titles, but I gotta know, when exactly did the celebration stop? Knowing you had to get up today and defend these against the tattooed Terminators.
It's a never-ending party with the Bay City Choir Boys, you know? We told everybody we were coming for those titles, and that's exactly what we did. Tell him, brother. That's exactly what we did.
But they're huge. These are a lot bigger than who you faced yesterday. No concerns? Yeah. Party's still going?
I mean, they're big.
They're big boys.
Yeah. Sont gros, sont forts, sont épeurants.
It's gonna be hard.
Les enfants de cœur ont pas peur de personne. On parle français. We speak English, we speak French. We're more intelligent than them. We're more sneaky. You know, expect the unexpected. That's us.
Exactly.
Yeah. So they're the one who should be scared of us. We're gonna make them look like fools.
Brand new BEW Tag Team Champions, the Bay City Choir Boys. You want to know what tag team perfection looks like? You're staring at it right here.
Looks like some tough hombres.
New tag team champs as of last night. Putting away Northern Impact. Lumberjack Larry Woods and Rich King, who were victorious tonight, went down to the Bay City Choir Boys 24 hours ago. You know what? You look up the term "no rest for the wicked," you'll see these two when you see who their opponents are about to be. Get the official call from ring announcer Mike McGuire. And you can act as confident and as cocky as you want, Bay City Choir Boys. But there's no way you can't be worried sick about these two that are about to come through the curtain.
They may be the champions, but they might not be holding on to those belts for very long at all.
Check this out. Not winning over the crowd, the Bay City Choir Boys. Not popular here. Feel the ground rumbling. I invite you to gaze upon, Ryan Porter, the tattooed Terminators. Massive Damage and Wrath. If you don't know, you should know. Massive Damage.
Here we go, baby.
While Charles Wright may be the godfather, this man, this monster, is pretty much the godfather of wrestling here on the prairies. I tried to copy and paste and print all the titles this man has won in the last 20 years here in Canada. I ran out of ink, I ran out of paper, and my printer lit itself on fire. That's how overworked it was. Wrath. It's big as Massive Damage. I don't know where we found this guy, but you have to be looking at the odds-on favorites. How many times do the champions come into a match as the underdogs? And we're looking at it right here. If Massive Damage and Wrath don't walk away tonight with the tag team titles, either Bay City Choir Boys cheated to win, or we're about to witness a miracle.
Well, I said when the Bay City Choir Boys came out, when they made their entrance, I was saying they looked like some real tough hombres, but next to these two, well, they look like choir boys, CJ.
Right?
New tag champs coming at you tonight.
See what I mean? Not so confident now. And sometimes TV does not do justice just how massive these two are.
Speak in English. You don't tell me what to do. Hey, you go, buddy.
Crowd yelling back. Things are about to get ugly.
Wrestling fans, this contest scheduled for one fall is
About
for the
to.
BEW Tag Team Championships and has a 60-minute time limit. Introducing first the challengers to my left at a combined weight of 560 pounds. They hail from Hell's Kitchen, New York. Wrath, Massive Damage, the Tattooed Terminators.
So good to see Massive Damage back in Canada, where he made a name for himself.
That's a lot of humanity out there in the ring.
Their opponents. From Bay City, Quebec, they weigh in a combined weight of 420 pounds. Introducing Judas Judd Cassidy, his brother Seth Cassidy. They are the BEW Tag Team Champions, the Bay City Choir Boys.
I may have spoke too soon. Judas Judd Cassidy doesn't seem to be sweating. That's a pretty big look of confidence on his face. Nobody likes that, though.
Oh, Wrath just making a mockery of the Bay City Choir Boys.
That's what it's all about right there. The tag titles. Are the Bay City Choir Boys about to be 24-hour transitional champions? Last night taking the belts from Northern Impact, the Lumberjack, and the King. And they must have woken up this morning. Party was over, like I said in the pre-match interview, knowing they have the biggest fight ahead of themselves today. Massive Damage and Wrath, just under 600 pounds combined. How do you prepare for something like that?
Might want to hold off updating the old Wikipedia entry on the Bay City Choir Boys to add tag team champions. At least don't write it in permanent ink.
I can't be sure, but I think this morning I saw Judas Judd Cassidy out there just punching the giant water tower here in Melfort, just trying to prepare. That's probably what it's going to feel like. Crowd trying to rile up the Bay City Choir Boys.
You guys are good. It's not hard to. You're big. Oh yeah. Oh, you're punishing me now. A little.
You do not want to lip off Massive Damage.
Here we go.
Again, Judas not a small man.
Next to the sheer size of Wrath, though. I don't know. He looks like he matches up all right with Massive Damage, but
I can't tell. Is Wrath bigger? I've never really looked at these guys side by side. Standing still. Might be a camera perspective, or Wrath could be bigger. We'll find out soon enough.
I have a feeling we're about to find out.
And I have a feeling Judas's tights are about to look like his face when this is all said and done. It's a skull, Ryan. That's the joke. It's a skull. He might be dead.
So some good-looking tights there.
Put your hands above your head. My jokes are going over it.
Oh, now Wrath in there. This is not looking good. For the Choir Boys, he's singing a different tune by the time this one's over.
Wrath in complete control. Crowd screaming to break his arm.
They're up for blood here in
The
Melfort.
Choir Boys are not popular here. Yeah, it's going to take more than that to take the tag champs off these two, unfortunately.
Tattooed Terminators are not listening to the referee.
That's how you dislocate the shoulder. I have seen hundreds of wrestlers get chopped in my lifetime. It never gets easier. There's no way to prepare for that. You were wide open, you were exposed, and it's gonna hurt.
It's not a small man either that he just knocked down.
He has got to tag in Brother Cassidy. Now he must have heard me.
Come on.
No more, please.
Get out of the corner.
No more.
Look at that, CJ. He's already begging for mercy.
Why are you standing there? Do something.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Oh, just letting your brother take some punishment now. Oh my goodness. 2 fists to the face.
It could be it. I was closer to 3 than I think the Bay City Choir Boys would have liked. They have an uphill battle. Again, it's not many times the champions come in as the underdog, but keep in mind, all they have to do to keep those belts is get a count out or disqualification. Not saying that's the most, and what is this? Gorilla press above Raph's head, and when you're up that high, the last thing you want is a fist in the back of the skull, but that's exactly what he got. Oh! Judas making the save. I think that would have been it. Falling from that height is one thing, but falling from that height because you're getting punched in the back of the skull, this is why I'm sitting back here watching. Double clothesline takes him off his feet.
This is like lambs to the slaughter right now.
Raph warning Judas not to get involved as here we go. Roll over, cover, and a kick out. Massive Damage just gets to play now. Look at that, just picking him up. Oh, ow! That could not feel good. No!
Never feels good, but when a man the size of Massive Damage is doing it, I cannot even imagine.
Now, as someone as, you know, famous and celebrated as you, Ryan Porter, who's been around the world, calling some of the best sports, what's going through your mind as you sit here listening to a crowd chant wedgie at another human being? Olympics, this is not.
I would tell you I did not have that on my 2022 bingo card, CJ. But I'm not disappointed.
Oh, and that is what I was talking about before about tag team wrestling. It's sleight of hand. If you don't know where the ref is looking at all times, you're not doing it right. Ref momentarily turned his back, and Massive Damage took a knee to the back as he came off the ropes. And yes, technically that's cheating, but that's also being a good tag team wrestler. The Irish whip. Double elbow takes Massive Damage down. I think you're right. I think Raph may be bigger than Massive Damage.
All I know
pin.
is right now the tide seems to have turned in this match.
Kick out with authority, though.
I think the Choir Boys are starting to get a little confidence here.
Russian leg sweep. And a kick out. I mean, law of averages, right? You throw enough right hands, one's going to connect. And I think that was the Bay City Choir Boys' default plan a few minutes after the match started. You know, it's like, what does Mike Tyson say? Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
That's absolutely right. And I think right now, the tattooed Terminators aren't sure how to handle this turning of the tide.
And they're doing a great job of cutting the ring in half. They are keeping Massive Damage in their corner where he can't tag Raph. They're just punishing him now. They're making him think about it. They're making him wait. They're taking their time. Irish whip to the corner. Avalanche. And even if you're 300 pounds, that's going to knock the wind out of you. Because Judas Judd Cassidy, not a small man either. Rolling neck breaker.
Massive Damage on Massive Damage.
Yeah, he's working the neck now.
Saw Raph look like he was going to sneak in there.
And the tag. Going up top. Elbow drop to the sternum. I question why he's not continuing to work on the neck and shoulders that his brother paved the way for, but maybe there's there. Oh, I spoke too soon. Rake of the eyes. No, ref. He had to the 5 count before he was disqualified. Now it's turning into a mugging again. Just boots galore.
This match has really turned around. It looked early on like Bay City Choir Boys were going to be absolutely just stains on the mat by the end of this match.
But that's tag team wrestling. If you can't outfight your opponents, you have to outsmart them. This is what I'm talking about. They get Raph riled up, Raph's distracting the ref trying to get in, and they're just mugging him. They're making the sound of the tag.
Is that a foreign object?
Textbook stuff. They were choking him with the tag rope. No, it was a rope from his... I'm not sure where that came
Piece
from.
of tape on the wrist?
Whatever it was effective. Massive damage. Needs to get out of there quick.
Don't pull that crap, I'll disqualify you.
How did the referee not see that?
The crowd starting to get behind the tattooed Terminators. Put a DDT to the already hurting neck and shoulders of massive damage. Could not have felt good. I think he dented the ring. Is that a little divot in there? His head bouncing off the canvas. Judas back in. Powerhouse of the team. Double axe handle to the solar plexus. Irish whip. Ducks the clothesline. Oh, clothesline. That's your chance, Massive. Raph getting fired up. Get to your corner. Here's a replay. Ducks the first one. Double the impact. This is the gut check. It's a completely different thing getting a clothesline right now with your massive damage than if you're Judas. Massive damage has had his head and shoulders pulverized for the last 2 minutes.
But if you're the Bay City Choir Boys, if you're the tag team champs, how much did they expend to get back into this match? Do they have enough left to finish it off?
Clothesline, clothesline, elbow, elbow. Huge scoop and a slam. Raph cleaning house, scoop and a slam.
You're feeling the wrath. Oh, there is so much wrath right now.
Oh, this is not where you want to be. A 2-on-1 situation with the tattooed Terminators, and especially a pissed off massive damage. Backbreaker. Oh, took his jaw off. No. Judas breaks up the count. I fear it's the beginning of the end, though. Bay City Choir Boys have to do something quick to keep the straps.
The ebbs and flows of this match have been spectacular, CJ. It's going to come down to who has enough left.
Tattoo Terminators looked like they were discussing something and got caught. Raph now, House of Fire. So many left. He's begging for a right. Big clothesline, 360. Oh, watch out, front row.
That floor
360
is
over
not
the
forgiving.
top rope.
Look out!
No, not today, good sir. Raph with the scoop. This could be it. We could be witnessing history. No! Put the kids to bed. New tag team champions. The Tattooed Terminators are your BEW tag team champions right here in Melfort. We saw it live. You're witnessing history, Ryan Porter.
That felt inevitable from the start of the match. I know the Bay City Choir Boys had their moments, but they just seemed overmatched.
Just too much. And Massive Damage adds a 376 title to his resume, I believe, but who's counting? See the replays here, the highlights. Started out slow. Tattooed Terminators kind of having some fun, throwing their weight around in every sense of the word. Just look at that. That wasn't even a clothesline. That was a double punch to the head. There's the double clothesline. And from these highlights, you would think it was all Tattooed Terminators. There's the wedgie. But somehow, Bay City Choir Boys managed to hang in there, turn the tide. Incredible comeback. Look at that. That's why they were tag team champions. But let's be honest, it was just too much.
Well,
the Tattooed Terminators, I think, had their number from the get-go, and the party ends for the Bay City Choir Boys.
Glory is fleeting. It never sticks around as long as you'd like it, CJ.
There's the turning point right there. Raph comes in, just House of Fire. How do you stop this guy when he's on a roll? Scoop slam, clothesline, clothesline, elbow, elbow, out of the ring. Just one-man wrecking crew. And there's the pin. There's the new tag team champions.